Good morning, Standard 8 students. Today we shall come to know more about Kailash Satyarthi or Kailash Sharma and his struggles. How he was trying to fight against exploitation. So now we must know some more about his achievements and the kind of work that he was fighting, mainly against slavery of children who have been deprived of childhood days and are forced to work. So Kailash completed his graduation in electrical engineering from Samrat Ashok Technological Institute in Vidisha, and later took up a job as a lecturer at a college in Bhopal. In the year 1980, he started the Bachpan Bachao Andolan. Around the same time, he started a magazine, Sangharsh Jari Rahega, which means the struggle shall continue, which documented lives of vulnerable people. He was shaken by the prevalence of child labor in India and the fact that acute poverty often forced poor people to repay their monetary debts through bonded servitude of their children. Now, the struggle, he was fighting against child labor. Then he had made a record of the kind of people who have been exploited, the people who are indulged in this kind of malpractice. So he was shaken by the prevalence of child labor. Now he was astonished, or he was very much affected when he noticed that child labor is at a great rate in India. There are many children all across the country are involved in child labor. Now, what was the reason for it? Now, that is due to poverty. Now, people in remote areas or in village areas and people who are living a very poor life, they keep borrowing money or to make ends meet, and then they are unable to pay it back. So what they do is they have to hand over their children to compensate for the money that they had borrowed. And these children are now treated like slaves. So that is one of the major reasons which he noticed why these children are indulged in child labor or they are treated like slaves. The answer is that due to poverty, their parents literally have to hand over the children from whom they had borrowed money. In the year 1998, he led the global march against child labor, traveling through 103 countries and nearly 80,000 kilometers, and drew global attention to the grave issue of child labor and exploitation of deprived children. So he ventured out across the globe. He traveled to many countries and he made a protest against child labor and deprived children. Maybe child labor was prevailing in our country, but he realized it was not only our country, other countries as well. So then people began to recognize him as a person who has taken a drastic step to fight against child labor and to fight against the people who are indulged and encouraging child labor in their countries. This movement led to the adoption of International Labour Organization Convention 182 on the worst forms of child labor in 1999. Now, Kailash Satyarthi was instrumental in setting up the Good Weave International Foundation. Now, he was the main person who founded this Good Weave International Foundation, a network of non-profit organizations aiming to end illegal child labor in the rug making industry. Now what happens? He wanted that this child labor should be abolished. It is already banned in India. Okay, even though it is banned, but children are still forced because of their monetary setbacks, or they don't have any money at all. Now, rug is a woven cloth which they use for the floors. Kailash fought tooth and nail to create awareness about the extensive use of child labor and exploitation in the industry. So he did not leave any stones unturned. He fought against big factories and industries who had encouraged child labor, because when you recruit a child to do your work, then you're getting your services. You have to pay them less. So either little or nothing. But these people are desperate for a job, they're desperate, they need food to survive. So they work for little or nothing. Nothing here doesn't mean no money at all. Very less, as good as not having any money. Okay. To raise the stakes for the industry and to encourage the industry to manufacture rugs made without child labor. Now he wanted that the factory should manufacture these carpets and woven cloth while using rugs. This to make carpet floors or mats and all that without the use of child labor. And how is it done? How is it possible? That you have to raise the stakes, raise the cost. So in factories and in industries, what happens when they pay? You see some of these factories or industries or big multinational firms, they advertise their products on the television. They pay a celebrity a very high rate just to, model or to expose or to market a product of theirs. But the same money could be utilized for the laborers who are working for a very less salary or for a little amount of money. Kailash was also deeply pained and affected by the inhuman behavior meted out to manual scavengers or Harijans by the upper class. Now, he was affected by child labor. Now, there was another problem which was existing in our country. Okay. That also affected him. The caste discrimination. He was very pained, means it hurt him to see how people in his own country, they discriminated between caste and religion. Now, how to manage scavengers. Now, scavengers are people or animals that they go searching for food, wasted food. Now, you see, during your tiffin time, you have your tiffin, then you throw something out in the dustbin. Then you find the dogs or the crows coming to eat whatever waste is there. Now they are called scavengers. So even human beings who are living below the poverty line, they also go around searching for food in dustbins and in the places where rubbish is thrown. So that is very sad, where a human being has to go in search of his food. And then the untouchables, that is the discrimination of the Harijans. Now they were also people, they were put aside. They were not allowed to come into the society. The upper caste people consider them untouchables, means you cannot touch them because they are considered to be dirty or very low caste. In the year 1969, the birth centenary of the father of the nation. Now, who is the father of the nation? Even Mahatma Gandhi. He also encouraged these Harijans. He fought against the other parts of the country. Okay. He also wanted that they should have the equal rights like the other citizens of the country. Was being celebrated, and political leaders across the spectrum were making pro-poor speeches full of passion, idealism and sympathy. Now, even Mahatma Gandhi, he also encouraged, he fought against these untouchables. He wanted them to gain or to enjoy the same freedom like everyone in our country deserves. Now, centenary means 100. So, on his 100th birthday, when they were celebrating it, these politicians, in the name of Mahatma Gandhi, they were giving out speeches. They were pretending as if, they also believe that the Harijans are the children of God. And they were making a lot of speeches and showing their sympathy towards them, which is actually just a political act, a drama. Inside them, they don't go carrying Harijan babies and just to take out a photograph, they will do it. Carry a poor, dirty, naked child and pose because he has gone into a village and he is doing a lot of social work. But actually it is only for his popularity. After he puts the child down, he must have gone back and had a wash with Dettol so that he may not get infected with the dirtiness of the child whom he had carried. This fascinated the 15-year-old Kailash, who wanted to become a politician to cure the vices of the society. Vices means the bad habits, the bad thinking, immoral actions of the society, such as untouchability and child labor. That was his main mission. He wanted to solve the untouchability and child labor. The Harijans in Vidisha were not allowed to enter their homes through the front door, as they were considered impure. As a tribute to Gandhiji, Kailash decided to use his idealism to turn the tide in favor of the socially excluded classes and organize a community dinner where food would be prepared and served by Harijans in a clean and hygienic environment. People from the upper caste and local political leaders were invited as guests to partake the food and spread the message of social equality. Now, one of his experiments, at that time he was 15 years old, when he saw these politicians making speeches and sympathizing. So he took a drastic step and he wanted to become a politician. So he arranged for a dinner and he wanted the Harijans to prepare the food and serve the guest. So a lot of these politicians leaders were invited to this party. Okay. And many of them showed their interest. He says, once these people, if they involve themselves in this, then there will be social equality in the country. Now, this is one of the principles in our constitution, right to equality. Okay, this is one of our fundamental rights. Now, I'll be sending some more word meanings today. Please write and learn them. Okay, that is enough for today. Thank you and have a nice and safe day.